A man of God helps you depend on God, not on him. A man of greed wants you to depend on him so he can extract money from you. A lot of so-called prophets today charge people money for ministry. The more you pay, the more they pray. Today, many churches and prayer camps charge money for what they call consultation. If you give $50, you get a prayer. If you give $100, they will lay hands on you and anoint you. If you give $500, they'll fast for you. And if you give $1,000, they will prophesy and see a vision for you. Nonsense! Anybody who charges you for prayer or ministry is in error. Mark my words. A day of judgment is coming on the false prophets and the fake pastors in this land. They tell you, buy this anointing oil, buy this holy water, buy this prayer cloth. Do not be deceived. Jesus never sold any miracle, and neither did the apostles. We have to get back to the place today where we depend on Jesus and Jesus only. The cult of celebrity pastors must end. And here's the problem we make today. We think if a prophet speaks words that come to pass, well, then it means he's a true man of God. We think if a pastor performs miracles, signs, and wonders, that he must be operating in God's supernatural power. But the fact is, you can speak prophetic words that come to pass and still be a false prophet. You can perform miracles, signs, and wonders and still not operate in God's power. Because this is so important, let me emphasize it and say it again. Deception is not just wrong words, it's also a wrong lifestyle. A false prophet may have the right words and even predict things correctly, but if he has a wrong life, he is a false prophet. There's a pastor in Tanzania who said, because I'm anointed, my feet cannot touch the ground while I'm preaching. He stood on top of his members while he preached. What is that? Nonsense. The pride in pastors today is making God angry. Pastors tell their members, bow down, kneel down, touch my feet. Stop it. Jesus and only Jesus must be glorified. A few years ago, Pastor Rabalago of the Mount Zion General Assembly in South Africa was spraying Doom, super multi-insect killer, in people's faces to cure their sickness. Pastor Light Monyaki of the Grace Living Hope Ministries commanded his congregants to drink rat poison as a demonstration of the power of faith. They died shortly after visiting his deliverance service. Ask yourself, where is that in the Bible? There's a great wave of error running through churches today. It's destroying pastors and ruining churches. It's causing men to backslide and making the gospel lose power. It's making a mockery of the truth and making men lose their faith. It's causing good Christians to turn from the truth and fall into sin. And the fact is, Jesus clearly tells us it will affect many. Many false prophets will come. Many men will be deceived. And friend, you need to know today that the greatest challenge for us as Christians in the end times is not persecution. It's not economic collapse or uncertainty in government. The greatest challenge we face today in the church is spiritual deception.
All right. Welcome to End Time Truth TV. God bless you. Compliments of the season. The video you watched is just going to serve as an intro and a foundation to what I truly want to discuss now. After what I will show you, which many of you have seen anyway, just for me to give my own input, there is a video that I found out today, and how I saw the video would actually amaze you. And in case I do not know, because how I got to know the video was that there is already a dispute about the video, but I will get to that side of it. So this video that you just watched, I think I have uploaded part of it some times ago, but there is something that I just want us to discuss because it perfectly agrees with what that man of God there said. And I know that we will always have to discuss this, but you know, my point here is for us to look away from the things that these people have introduced us to.
You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom.
I took 7 days fasting so that God could purge me of greed. On the 4th day, he assured me that he would be with me since I asked him. I entered into the line of service. I saw money. Money, not in naira. Yes, I saw big money. Sister, I assure you, you don't know what you will do if you see that money. In this day where our understanding of prosperity is materialism, and our fathers that we have followed were the ones that led us astray. If you don't have a personal encounter with Jesus, you are not going to last. If you are a disciple of most of the men in the forefront, you will not go far. It means you have not yet seen him that is risen. Because there are certain things your pastor will tell you that Jesus will tell you something different. When Jesus said to me that I should labor on campus, labor among the youth, people, elders, told me, you have no future. I didn't disrespect them because they have worked with God for long. I can't say no in their prayer. I say, yes, sir. Well done, sir. But I did the one Jesus said. Let me tell your neighbor, follow Jesus.
One thing about Africa is that we learn from the West and then we corrupt it. We take it further. We make it worse than the people we learned from. Now, most of these things were imported from the West. Yes, the West brought Christianity to us. And if you look at the level of our religious involvement already and how many churches we have in Africa, now that tells you how Africa is. So they brought church to us. We took it from them. We've gone extra mile. And before too long, we're now having native doctors that have also come in to build churches. Now, they came with their word of faith and how you must buy miracles from God with faith, with seed faith and what have you and all that. And now, most of them came with very genuine intention and the truth that is there. But then there is the corruption of it. It has been corrupted. Now, the corruption is this. Nowhere is it written in the Bible that it is wrong for you to give offering. But it is willingly and not grudgingly. It is not according to your man of God asks you to give. It is according to how you purpose in your heart to give. Now, but here we see people that will put a price tag and they will tell you what number you are going to give. I heard Lucy Natasha, I think I'll bring that video, asking people to give 2023. Now, so that 2023 will open doors for, we are in the new year, so all kinds of rubbish will come up. Now, so look at this one. They say his name is Pastor M.S. Budeli, that is offering people to see God in heaven, you pay 20,000 rand, to cancel all your debts, 5,000 rand, to get married tomorrow, 10,000 rand, to be protected in crime, 20,000 rand, to see your future in your phone, 20,000 rand. Though eventually I found out that they said it's a joke because I understood that CRL got to him and he claimed that it was a joke. But then, now to win an aviator game, 300,000 rand. So, and there's a phone number there attached. Now, whether this was a joke or not, but we are seeing it. We are seeing it happening. And that was what that man of God was talking about. That was what he was saying. Now, when people turn the pulpit assignment to become business adventure, something that gives them money, something through which they can earn money. Now it becomes sorcery. It becomes divination. And when we talk about divination, that is when you, of course, everybody in every field of life, you want to do well. If you are in academics, you want to academically do well. You're in business, you want to do well in business. You are working, you are employed, you want to be the best. So it is natural for us to want to do well. Now, so this will lead me to the video that I spoke about. How I found that video was that I saw Twitter notification from YouTube addressing at Church Reality. So when I saw Church Reality, I quickly clicked and it took me to the page where there was this kind of an argument that YouTube was trying to tell Church Reality that the video violated YouTube privacy clinical guideline. And so I became curious because I wanted to know which video. So I followed at Church Reality. And so I saw that this video has been on internet, on YouTube, at least for 5 years. And it is there. If you go there now, you will see it. At Church Reality posted the link. I thought even that the link would take me to his own channel. It took me to Kakande's channel. And I saw Indlove, I think Ian Indlove, the prophet, going through a kind of deliverance. And that deliverance, is so annoying, so strange.
And next is Pastor Ndlovu Ian from Zimbabwe.
Hey! Jesus. What's up? Nothing in this one can satisfy.
He has a problem of sleep talking since childhood. I know.
Jesus, you are the God that won't run dry. Your prayer, come on,
Situka sebo.
is heaven to me. By the name Jesus.
Yesu.
Is rest up
Situka sebo.
to me. Nothing in this
Jesus, you're the cup that won't run dry. Your presence,
Rest up.
Situka sebo.
is heaven to me.
So how's Mr. Mugabe?
He's strong.
He's strong.
Yeah, he is.
So how's your church?
It is struggling.
Struggling.
Yes.
Nothing in this one to find. Jesus, you are the God that won't run dry. Your presence is heaven to me. Where the smallish pastor was helping you
Omusumba ono mutono.
He is in another town.
is in another town.
Yagenda mu
He is in
kibuga
Kwanda. It's
kirala.
true.
Oh.
Yes, I know the smallish pastor was assisting.
Where's your sister like this?
Mwannyoko afaanana ng'ono ali ludda wa?
Not exactly, but
So ono ddala naye afaanana
He is at home in Blawa, where I come from.
alika eri
She is
kyeva.
it's true. It's true. What you said, man of God, is true.
Saba musajja tunda kyogedde
She
kituufu.
does, yes. She's even light in complexion.
Yes.
Yes.
Sista wange afaanana ng'omukyalo ono era mweruyeru nga bw'onnyonnyodde.
sometimes the stomach pains you here.
Ebiseera
Quite a
ebimu
lot,
olubuto
quite a
luluma wano.
lot.
Eh?
Yes, it's true, man of God, it's true. It pains me near the navel here.
And what happened to your leg?
Ate kye kyaba-
Sometimes you could walk like this.
Kye kyatuuka
Sometimes,
ku-
yes.
ku- ku-
Sometimes I
ku-
feel pain here. It's true.
Speaking through dreams, speaking in your sleep, sometimes happens. I don't think it is anything that is demonic. There are some persons that they sleep once they lay down, they sleep, and because sometimes the activities of the day, children do that a lot. Though when it happens in the life of an adult, some adults do it as well. But then I do not think that these are things that a pastor, an established pastor, should go to another pastor for deliverance. And when we talk about deliverance, actually, I'm not against deliverance, but there are some things that actually doesn't need anybody praying for you. There are things you can overcome on yourself. And I don't want to say that you can overcome all things, because I'm not here to stand against anybody. But I understand that there are certain things that you take some certain measures. I mean, those things naturally leaves you. Now, the second one is that he has been struggling in his ministry. And so I was looking at it, and I really don't know if the ministry was given to him by God. I was saying in one of my videos that, some persons have come here to attack me and say, you think it is easy to be a pastor, right? Go and open a church. And when you're able to gather 100 souls, come back and let us talk. Now, Apostle Paul said to the Corinthian brethren, there is no need for us to fight about these things. I planted, I laid the foundation, I sowed the seed. Apollos is watering. And who gives the increase? God. So if I am called of God, and God has known the scope of the ministry that he has given to me, he is the one that will give the increase. He's the one that will make the ministry, stabilize the ministry, and make the ministry grow. Now, the truth is that every beginning is very hard. Every beginning is difficult. If you are beginning a thing and you want to immediately start to prosper immediately, then something is wrong with you. I remember when I started doing something on this channel, sometimes I will have 8 subscribers in a week, and I'll be very happy. And sometimes then I will upload a video, any video that after 1 month or maybe after 2 weeks have had 50 views. Wow, was great. And sometimes you feel like after putting all the efforts, you go through all the groups in Facebook, you are sharing the link, and after sharing, sometimes you share, to a group. If you put together the membership of the groups where you have shared your link, you are sure that over 2 million persons are in those groups, and you will be like, definitely it will hit 1,000 this time, and sometimes only 20 views. You send it on WhatsApp, send to every group. Sometimes they will even block you. Sometimes they will flag it in some of the groups on Facebook. Now, those are the things, those are the steps that one took until one day. I did a video here how I started and how the whole thing went by. So if you want to know how, you get it there. So all I'm saying is that it is not normal that you start today and the thing blossoms tomorrow. It is not normal. And that is why people do ritual money. That is why people go to submit to things and persons that they don't know, and eventually they carry demons. Now, why I'm curious and why I'm doing this video now is, why would Love now report this video to YouTube that his privacy has been violated? Whereas the video is still there on Kakande's YouTube channel, and it has been there for 5 years. Is he now ashamed of what happened there? Because that kind of deliverance, I had to look very well to be sure that it was the man that I was thinking I knew. And eventually, I saw his name, Pastor, and I saw they wrote his name. I said, he's the man. You saw that kind of deliverance, that kind of thing. I don't want to be too harsh, because any deliverance that is conducted in that way, you know what it is. So maybe he's ashamed of it now. But then if he's ashamed of it, he should start from the people that put it there. And that is part of it, Some of these people, they do these things in order to use you to shine. In case you are hoping that one day you will go to Worry, so that they will give you a bundle of cash. They will throw it on you like this, and the camera will capture it. Don't worry, in the next 50 years, your grandchildren will wake up one day. Is that not Grandpa? Grandpa was begging for money. You see? And then if you are still alive then, you feel embarrassed, terribly embarrassed. The long and short of what I'm saying here is that don't be in a hurry. If you are a young pastor, don't be in a hurry. You are just starting a business, please don't be in a hurry. Whatever you have set your hand in, please don't be in a hurry. Are you a pastor? Don't be a native doctor in the name of a pastor. Your pastoral duty, first and foremost, is to lead souls, to help extend the frontiers of the kingdom of God. Now, Jesus said that your heavenly Father knows that you have need of those things, and definitely he will supply. Now, but if your whole attention is money, now the reason why you will pray hard, just like that pastor was explaining it, the amount of money that is paid determines on how the pastor prays. You pay 50, they pray for you. You increase it to 100, they lay hands on you. If you pay 200, they speak in tongues. You now give 1,000, they will do fasting on your behalf. Who blesses? It is God. And it is not every seed that you sow that actually will grow, will germinate. Don't sow on a bad ground, on a ground that is barren, on a barren ground. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Let me know what you think about the video in the comment section. I'll be coming your way in the next video. Till then, from me to you. Shalom.